It's been a while since I've made one of these income stream updates, and a lot of you guys have requested actually that I make an update of my income stream, of my passive income stream video. If you're new here, my name is Dominic. Usually I talk about social media marketing, about everything that comes together with it. And a couple of months ago, actually probably more like 6 months ago, I made a video breaking down all of my income that I made through all of my social media channels, mainly YouTube and Instagram. Well, obviously. Now, a couple of months have passed. There was a crisis. So a lot of people have been actually asking me about that. How did I go through the crisis? What happened? And yeah, a lot of things have changed and a lot of things have happened actually. This is why I'm going to tell you, break you down my income, how it went up or went down from about 6 months ago. And yeah, some things for you as well, so you can actually achieve the same. Because here's the thing, and this is a small spoiler, it doesn't necessarily have to do with the amount of followers that you see on my Instagram or YouTube. But we're going to talk about that. So let's get into it. Welcome back, Dominators and all the other haters. That's actually a nice rhyme. Anyway, I've had a talk with an influencer. You guys know I kind of hate that term. Yeah, there's a story I'm going to tell you on my Twitch at some point. And yeah, talk to said person who wishes to remain anonymous right here. But he or she has a couple of million followers, and they don't make nearly as much as I do on social media. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, disclaimer, like always, I'm not bragging. I really don't want to brag about these things. I just want to show you actually and open your minds a little bit and show you what's possible and how it's possible necessarily. Because I know how it's like. I didn't believe a lot of things that I saw on the internet as well. And here's the thing. Still, I think 90% that you see on the internet are to be taken with a grain of salt. But anyway, this person told me they make about $6,000 or $7,000 per month with their million-plus audience, mostly through brand deals. Which brings me right into my first income stream, brand deals, obviously. Now, here's the thing. Guess how much I make off of brand deals right now? Yeah, you guessed it wrong. $0. And that's not because I don't get brand deals, but because I just don't want to take them. And this has multiple reasons here, and they're going to be a lot more clear to you when you hear my other income streams. But here's the thing. I get a ton of requests, brand deal requests, at least one a day, coming from YouTube and Instagram. A little bit more on YouTube, to be honest. And here's the thing. Most of the things, first of all, are just crap. They're just things that I don't want to be affiliated with. It's, just some weird products, things that don't even have anything to do with me or actually you, because that's what it should be about an overlap in the audience. And I say no to right now 100% of the requests. And yeah, I could make a lot though. In the past few months, I've even gotten the requests, for example, to become the face of another brand by making videos and stuff like this, more than once actually, and they pay pretty well. Obviously, you don't have time for that. Obviously, I don't want to do that. Another thing is some weird things. For example, some stock market and some other trading things, or some software stuff. Like the other day, I got this message from this company offering me $5,000 for just a shout out in one of my videos here. Obviously, pretty good money if you ask me, just for a shout out. But no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, which also shows you, hopefully, that I actually care about you. And I would only use things that I really care for, and only use things that also would benefit you the most. Also, this goes on the other end of the spectrum. Sometimes competitor companies reach out to me and ask me to do a shout out or a review or an ad about their service or their weird bot, their Instagram growth bot and stuff like this. And I get them actually a lot. And recently there was one of this a weird Instagram growth bot that just destroys your account. And yeah, they offered me $80 for a video. Like, honestly, what are you guys thinking? What are those people thinking? They're like, nice, $80 just for a video. That's amazing. I mean, come on. Which brings me to income stream number 2, which is probably the biggest source of income streams combined. And these are my products that I have. I have products to sell. These range from different kinds of information products. For example, I have my Black File, which is my baby, which is the most definite program all about Instagram growth, about the Instagram algorithm, about actually building a brand online. You know, all the facets together, grouped together in a very, very amazing course. Well, this should not be an ad for that, but this is one of those things. Another thing is my Startup Accelerator program, which is aimed for beginners who have no real idea yet how to approach this whole Instagram thing. Yeah, it's another thing that I have going. Or some other products, for example, agency products. For example, my Ghost Follower service. These things alone make me anywhere. And it actually fluctuates. And part of the thing that I'm concentrating on right now is trying to get this income stream on a super predictable level. You know, right now it fluctuates between $700 and $1,500 per day. Actually, you know, you might think right now, wow, this is amazing. You know, this is really amazing. But still, you know, as an entrepreneur, it's a big fluctuation. If you ask me, between $700 and $1,500. So it's like 2x. But anyway, what can you learn from that? First of all, if you want to make money, you have to have your own products because you can control it, you know, with brand deals. You have to kind of rely on good brands to approach you if they even approach you. Otherwise, you have to reach out to them. Second of all, you have the quality and everything in your hand, and you can craft this product exactly what your audience wants, you know? And maybe, you know, just spinning this whole thought a little bit further, if you don't really know about which kind of niche you want to get into or which kind of audience you want to cater your content to, maybe think about some product and then kind of try to find an audience and then kind of go from there. And this is actually how I started. For example, the first time ever I brought out a product on my social media channel was actually a Ghost Follower analyzation and cleaning process. Back in those days, it was actually pretty similar to what I do right now. And it just brought me like that to a couple of $1,000 every month, you know, just through that, just because I had this product, I knew how to scale it, and then, you know, it was just, you know, time to promote it. Same goes for, you know, my Instagram Startup Accelerator program. I don't know if you've watched my other videos about a year ago. There was this thing called the Instapocalypse, where basically my whole agency, which at that point was my big income stream, you know, like 90% of my income stream was just my agency. So this kind of thing fell apart. Not anymore. We're going to talk about that in a second. I just tell you how it is. I was kind of left alone and I didn't have a lot of income, you know, back in about a year ago. So I kind of had to come up with something and kind of diversify my streams. This is why I came up with the Startup Accelerator program, because so many people actually ask me about some simple crash course they could follow for the most important things based around Instagram, you know? So I made that in 3 days or 4 days. It was done. I threw it out. And yeah, it has made me anywhere between $2,500 and $5,000 every month. Just like that. Don't do any promotion. It's just a link down there. Sometimes I talk about it. And yeah, this just goes to show that you can actually do the same. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. It doesn't matter how big of an audience you have. Because yeah, for example, I do have a free training down below. You know, another shameless plug about growing your Instagram. But in there, part of it is actually how I used a very small Instagram audience, probably right around 150 people, to make $15,000 or almost $16,000 just with that, just to prove you guys that you don't actually need to have a big audience. You know, it should just, the alignment has to be right. And yeah, obviously there were other income streams, namely this consulting, which I right now don't have time for that. I sometimes take consulting, one-on-one consulting lessons, but yeah, right now I'm asking $1,500 for that. Part of that is because I don't have time for that, just so you know. And there's 1 or 2 people who have booked that in the past few months, but that's about it. Now, talking about income stream number 3, which is my agency. And you probably have heard me, I made a video about that saying I'm done. I don't want to be anymore in real life. I actually just wanted to get some fresh, clean air and kind of take a look at the whole agency world, the whole Instagram marketing world, and see how it evolves and kind of take a peek into different facets of this whole thing. And yeah, in the past few months, I've slowly started this whole thing up again in the background. Didn't tell you guys about that. Yeah, right now we're right about 20K with the agency right now. And here's the thing, we're taking things slow. We're probably taking 5% of the people who want to work with us right now, just because we want to work with the right kinds of people, with the right kinds of strategies. Because here's the thing, you can't just take any account anymore and just blow it up on Instagram. You know, you have to take a look at the individual account and kind of see which strategies work and kind of make an assessment and then go from there. If not your shameless plug here, my friends, if you want to work with us, down in the description, there's a application form. You can fill out your stuff and maybe, just maybe, small chance, but maybe we can work together and blow your stuff up. Now, stream number 3, 1, 2, 3. Stream number 4 actually is lock picking. No, I'm just kidding. But it's actually my new hobby. And here's the thing, as you can see, it's actually going pretty well. So don't worry about that. I'm not picking locks to get some money. If I'm going to pick your lock at some point, I'm just picking it for getting the lock open. But actually, it's an amazing thing. It's a really an amazing. Look at this. Look at this. There you go. There you go. This is how safe locks are in these times. If I could do it after 30 minutes of training. Anyway, number 4 is actually affiliate marketing. And if you've watched my video, it was about, I don't remember how much it was before, pre-corona times. It actually has not gone down. Actually quite the opposite. And all of my income streams, by the way, have gone up since the last video, which was about 6 months ago. So the whole corona crisis actually has not hit me at all, you know, quite the contrary, to be honest. I actually made a launch of my black file in the corona crisis, right at the peak of the corona crisis, because I was like, you know, I did so much work, I just have to go out with my product right now. And I made about 55,000 in this week with the black file. It was in the peak of corona times, you know. It could have been probably more, who knows, but yeah, I'm pretty content with that. Anyway, affiliate marketing, actually there's a lot of different things. The big thing being, for example, Hashtastic, which is, you know, the hashtag software that I vouch for. Right now I make right around $800 every month, so it has gone down up a little bit. I did not do any more videos about Hashtastic, by the way. You know, maybe just drop it once or twice, but I have not made I think I just made one video or 2 short videos about it, and that's about it. And it continues to gradually go up, which is a nice thing, and which should show you, actually, you know, it doesn't matter how big you are right now. It doesn't matter what you do. You know, starting with affiliate marketing is always a good thing, a good step, because it just continues to grow as time. And at some point, you're going to see, well, wow, I just made $200 or whatever, you know, and you just, you know, it's just a nice thing. There's more than that. I have, for example, you know, other affiliate programs that I don't really track. I should track them a lot more, to be honest. But for example, stuff like TubeBuddy, I get like $30 every month from that. You know, it's not a lot, but it kind of adds up. ClickFunnels, you know, actually a couple of ClickFunnels actually ranges between a couple of hundreds and a couple of thousands every month. Or Kajabi, or what else do I have? Amazon actually. I have Amazon links in my bio. I have not checked out Amazon. Let me just check out Amazon, because I don't think I've ever gotten paid out from Amazon. I just put the links in, and that's about it. There you go. Total earnings this month, $9.47. Total fees, $26, whatever that means. Conversion 0%, so not the best. Oh, this month, it's only the 13th right now as the time of recording. Oh, there you go. Since April, how much did I make? $80. That's actually nice, you know? It's actually pretty nice. And I made them $2,000. Can you think about that? And I just got $80. That makes me want to say it's actually not worth it. But, you know, it just, there's something in my links, and that's about it. So, you know, all together, if I combine all the affiliate things, it's probably like $50 a day, you know, around $30 a day with the Hashtastic thing. And yeah, the other thing I don't track, but let's just say 20 more bucks a day, probably a little bit more, but just to be safe, it's $50 a day. Now, next income stream that I have is YouTube. And here's something really, really interesting. I think in the last video that I did about my passive income streams, my YouTube revenue was right around $800 or $900. It has gone up. Let me just go there really quick. It has gone up, as you can see right here. In March, there was kind of a tank because of this Corona thing, but then it went up right again to right around $1,400. $1,400. You know, there was a significant jump, as you can see. First of all, there was a drop, you know, which is something that could always happen after the last video, and then it kind of went up. But here's the interesting thing about it: my views went up by a lot. Actually, right now I have about 300,000 views a month. But the CPM actually went down because I had $1,470 when I had like 150 or 170,000 views. So with almost twice that right now, we even have less than that. So the CPM kind of went down on YouTube across the board. And as you can see right now, it's, yeah, sometimes I make like 50, 60 a day, 50 a day. If I don't, you know, I didn't put out some videos, has some personal reasons. Maybe we're going to talk about it in some live stream. Obviously, it continues to go down, you know, once I start posting again. Things happen again. And a lot of people actually ask me about this YouTube revenue. We talk about it on Twitch, for example, a lot, just so you know. Yeah, it probably is 5 to 10% of my whole income that comes together through everything. Probably even less than that. I have no idea. But yeah, it's just a nice thing to have on the site. Yeah, this was actually it. I just wanted to have this video and to be, you know, on the same level, down to earth. I didn't want to, you know, I just wanted to talk to you because so many of you guys actually have asked me about my income things. You guys seem to be interested in that, which is why I'm obviously going to continue to do that. We can talk about a little bit more about, for example, other monetization aspects. Just drop me a question down in the comments. And yeah, I'm going to see you in a couple of days. My name is Dominic. Thanks for watching, my friends. Bye.